Americans definitely make sure you know in which country you are. Guys, on one of my first days, I walked through our neighborhood and I was blown away. There were so many American flags everywhere. And I guess the reason why I was a bit overwhelmed is because I'm German and I'm just not used to so much open national pride, because you just won't see any German flags in Germany, almost nowhere. So I was wondering, why are Americans so patriotic? Are they more patriotic than Germans are? And believe me, I found some shocking evidence that things are not exactly like they look like. America's Got Germans! My name is Anni, welcome to my channel. My family of four moved to the US almost 2 years ago, and if you would like to know why we moved and why I don't want to move back to Germany, you could watch some of my other videos. I will link them in the description box below. But today we will talk about another fun topic, which is how Americans and Germans show their patriotism. Let's start with the Americans. Well, there are actually multiple ways how they show their national pride. To just name a few, well, they drive around with a full-size American flag on their pickup. They sing the national anthem before every sports game. Oh, we went to a comedian 2 weeks ago, and even there they managed to sing the anthem at the end of the show, which was interesting to watch when you're not American. But anyways, they also wear shirts with the American flag printed on it. They have hats with the flag. I actually think they have a whole flag industry going on here. Well, in Germany, to keep it short, we just don't have any flag merch and you won't see any German flags flying around. But guys, to understand why things are like that and where we're coming from, we have to talk a little bit about the German history. Stay with me, this will not be a full-on history lecture, but it's important to understand why things are the way they are. And if you're very familiar with the German history, you might want to skip that part, or you still would like to stay and watch me struggling explaining it all in 2 minutes. In 1933, Adolf Hitler was elected and he promised a lot of good things like employment, and I don't remember his exact words, but he said something like, "We want to make Germany great again," which sounds so familiar to me and I don't know why. Anyways, he promised a lot of good things and of course people were very excited. So because Hitler promised that he will make the country great again, he needed someone to blame for why it's not that great yet. And his far-right party, the NSDAP, started to implement rules, and they also started to persecute minorities like Jewish, homosexuals, gypsies, and that sadly ended in mass killings in concentration and labor camps. Luckily, Germany was finally defeated in 1945, but till this day, a lot of Germans still live with a tremendous amount of shame because there were so many innocent lives taken during this time. Another important thing to keep in mind is that after the World War II in 1949, Germany was divided among the Allies, so US, UK, France, and then the Soviet Union. And east of Germany was declared an independent state, the DDR, the German Democratic Republic. But a lot of people would have preferred to live in the West. So someone came up with a great idea to build a wall. And that reminds me of something again. Anyways, they did build the wall, and from 1961 till 1989, Germany was divided into the Soviet East and the capitalist West. So at the end, the two states reunited in 1990. But if you think about it, it has only been 3 decades since we are one nation. And I think this also explains why patriotism might be still a little bit of a strange concept for a German. But I fear that the first part, the guy, who promised to make Germany great again, had a bigger impact. But if you're German and you feel different, let me know. Anyways, there are a few weeks where Germans actually show national pride. So I think we also have to talk about this real quick. truly believe there's an unwritten rule that open patriotism is okay for a German when it's linked to sports. Because the first time I remember that Germany was covered in flags was during the World Soccer Cup in 2006, and then all of a sudden we went all out. I mean, I had the stripes drawn in my face, everyone had a flag. We did sing the national anthem before every game, and honestly, I think before that, I don't recall singing it so often. Maybe once a year at music class. So I really had to focus to remember the lines. No, I'm just joking. I'm sure I knew them all. Anyways, let's move on. So yeah, I guess Germans are really looking forward to this short period of time because yeah, we can go all nuts for our homeboys and take out the flags and everything. If it's not during that time and you see a German flag, most of the time people with positive views of the very right-wing populist parties love to underline the birthplace. And that's definitely something most Germans don't want to be linked to. And that's another reason why we don't put our flag in front of our house. But honestly, I was thinking about it and I think it's a bit weird that we feel that way about our flag because the red, yellow and black was there long before Hitler, and Hitler used a different flag and the day we use today is different. So yeah, I was a bit confused why we feel that way about our flag. Maybe I missed something. Leave me a comment. I think Germans do feel a portion of national pride. We just have been taught not to brag about and we show it in different ways. For instance, ask a German about beer and I'm sure you will get a full-on lecture why Germany has the best beer ever in the world. So yeah, I really think that Germans are proud to be German or at least happy to be born in Germany, even though they complain a lot, but don't let you be fooled by that because that's just culture. Anyways, so yeah, I really think there's a lot of things we can be proud of, like our free education system, beer and bread, gummy bears, our public transportation system. Yes, I said it, I know a lot of Germans don't agree, but believe me, move to another country where they have no public transportation system and you will start to appreciate what we have. It's awesome, believe me. What else? Germans know how to party. If you don't believe me again, come to Cologne at Carnival season and you will see the entire city from little kids to grandma go absolutely nuts. Believe me, we know how to party. I also figured that a lot of my viewers are German, which was a bit of a surprise because I thought a lot of them would be American, but nope. Germans love to watch videos like that, which I would call a kind of passive version of patriotism. Anyways, if you're still watching and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that button because another shocking fact I found out is that most of my viewers haven't subscribed yet. And of course, that's a way to support me. If you would subscribe, if you would leave me a comment or a thumbs up, thank you so much in advance. This means a lot to me. Okay, so I shared my thoughts today, but I'm just a German and I thought it would be interesting to also talk to other Germans. Well, now here's the thing, I'm in the US and it's a bit difficult to find Germans, although I just uploaded a video about 10 tips how to spot a German, so technically I know how to spot them. But when I prepared for this video, I came across another fun YouTube channel. I will link it in the description box below. They are called Easy German and they did exactly that. They asked Germans in Germany if they are proud to be German and here's what they said.
Bist du stolz, Deutscher zu sein?
Ich muss jetzt in das Mikro sprechen und antworten, ob ich stolz bin, Deutscher zu sein. Ja, selbstverständlich bin ich das.
Ja? Und warum?
Ja, warum nicht? Ich bin hier geboren. Wow.
Würden Sie sagen, Sie sind stolz, Deutsch zu sein?
Ja, das bin ich schon.
Ja?
Ich sag mal, ja, ist richtig. Auch wenn die Politik nicht immer das Ideale ist,
Ja.
aber sonst steht man schon hinter seinem Land,
Ja.
wo man lebt, wo man zu Hause ist, wo man seine Heimat hat. Ne?
Seid ihr stolz, Deutsche zu sein?
Nein, weil ich finde nicht, dass das, also ich kann ja nur stolz auf etwas sein, auf was ich Einfluss hatte und was eine eigene Leistung von mir ist. Also, dass ich in Deutschland geboren wurde, ist ja ein Zufall.
I will put the link to this video in the description box below if you want to watch it later. Guys, the girl saying that she cannot be proud of something that she hasn't achieved got me thinking, and I really think that's such a German thing to say because we are raised to be or to think critically. And I remember that my teachers always told me to disagree when I don't agree, and I could still get an A, even if I had a different opinion. And I think part of it is because of our dark history. That's why we are raised that way. And I also think that there's a really thin line between being proud of your country and nationalism, and you just don't want to cross that line. So I feel a lot of Germans feel more comfortable in saying that they are happy to be German or that they are glad to be born in Germany instead of being proud to be German in order to not cross that line. Does that make sense? Okay, now, we talked a lot about how things look from the outside, but I think we need more facts. And so far, it looks like Americans are very proud to be American, the way they present themselves, and Germans might be proud, they are just afraid to show it, but it looks like they are definitely not as proud as Americans are to be German. So yeah, I definitely think we need more facts, and I found a research done in 2020 and I was so shocked. I mean, look at this statistic. It actually says in Germany, roughly half say they feel proud of the country most of the time, while in the US, only 39% say that they are proud. Isn't that interesting? Well, of course, since 2020, a few things have changed. So the US has a different president, there's a war going on in Europe, and this most likely affects the picture. And I would love to see a more updated statistic, which unfortunately I didn't find. But still, I was a bit surprised to find out that it seems Germans have a higher amount of national pride than Americans do. Would you have thought so? Of course, I'm also curious to hear your thoughts. Are you proud to be German or American or whatever nationality you are? Do you feel comfortable showing that you are proud? And if you're not proud, why not? Just make sure that when you leave a comment, do it in a respectful way, because this is a place where everyone is welcome and it's not a place for hate, because I love y'all and I just want to make sure that we are all on the same page and we are just as respectful as we can be. Okay, with that being said, thanks for watching. Auf Wiedersehen. I hope I see you soon.